Hi, I'm Trainroom Gary, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this episode, we're going to take a look at Lionel's. Guess what? The 2025 catalog is out, and this is the 125th year for Lionel. So happy birthday to Lionel! 125 years of making cool model trains. So let's go ahead and take a 5-minute look at what I feel is important for 2025. So all aboard for a model train adventure with Trainroom Gary. Here we go. This is the cover for this year's catalog. Looks pretty slick with the gold and black. Let's go inside and take a look at the table of contents. It's broken down. Here's all your O scale legacy, and then this is traditional. What I'm really into is the LionChief Plus 2.0. I think it's the most affordable and best deals with Lionel. But let's take a quick look at some of the stuff here in Lionel Legacy. Now, the catalog this year starts off showing a little bit about the history. Here's kind of neat ideas about the legacy and the evolution of Lionel and the different logos that have happened over the years. Of course, this is our happy lion here. There's a timeline. If you want to stop the video and take a look at the timeline, we have a 125-year timeline. And here's the anniversary locomotive. This is pretty high-end, but there it is. 125 years of going with the New York Central. There's some more anniversary locomotives. This is all build to order. This is all high-end stuff. Some new stuff here. Now these box cars to me seem kind of interesting. The anniversary box car. And I'll take a look at these. This might be a sector of interest to me. Yeah, this is something they only do every 125 years, so I'll take a look at this. Oh, this seems kind of cool. The Lionel train mascot was Santa Claus. I might consider one of these. Oh, pens. Okay, yeah, that's a maybe. My dealer brings these, and I'll take a look at these. Now, I don't really have a Polar Express layout. I do have one around my Christmas tree, but actually it's the original one. The first year it came out, it's got the old air whistle. It's a real elaborate O scale here. Of course, Vision Line, this is all out of my price range. So we'll kind of go through this kind of quick. We'll get over to the LionChief Plus 2.0, which I feel is like a better value from Lionel. These are always cool. Every year they show this cross-section of their legacy steam engines. Now here's diesel. Now legacy diesel I will consider. So I have bought some of these in the past. This page, the CX goes past my house. This is this could be a maybe. Definitely, I'm into the CN Railroad. I bought one of these last year, so this would be a long shot, big time maybe. Down here is Chessie. Now this is local in my area, at least it was back in the 70s and 80s. Now this is kind of interesting. I've always been kind of a fan of Santa Fe. Now they had these out last year, I believe. Still a little bit on the high end, but it's possible. It's all the rolling stock. Now traditional, I'd consider some of this. Now here we are. This is the LionChief 2.0, and I consider to be traditional. I'd give these serious consideration. This is Baltimore, Ohio. This past year, I went to the Baltimore, Ohio Railroad Museum in Baltimore, Maryland. There's a Reading. That looks pretty sharp. Still on the high end, $700 bucks, was definitely half the price of a legacy locomotive, or it's actually steam locomotive. Over here we have the Texas and Pacific. Neat looking colors, but not my favorite road name. Western Pacific, that looks pretty sharp. I do like that road name. I like the multi-colors on steam engines. These are kind of cool too. You know, the classic Santa Fe war bonnets. Once again, this is 2.0 Lionel here. Take a look at this side. This is the Redding. This is all new stuff here. Now I'm not into some of this. I call this. Now this isn't something new. Here, let's go back and look at this real quick. I'm not a big fan of like Barbie doll. I don't think so. I do have a granddaughter though. Maybe. Barbie doll. Now this is something new here. There's a battery oil. They're running trains that's known as dead rail. The power comes from a battery in a locomotive. Dead rail, if you ever want to do an outdoor layout with Lionel, this is the rate of something to consider. See, dead rail, that you don't have to worry about electricity getting through the rails. If your track is outside, it could be a little tarnished and still work. So this is something I consider. If everyone doing an outdoor layout, I would consider this. This is LionChief. It's kind of a step down from the 2.0. I don't think the motors are as powerful. I bought one last year, the Ford diesel switcher. Star Wars. I'm not a big fan of Star Wars, so we'll skip past this. We're going to go through this kind of fast. I really not in any. I like to call this, fake model railroading, but I know people like this stuff. Now, Ford, being this is from Detroit, this is a possibility here. I did buy last year the Ford crane car, because I do drive a Ford F-150. Now, Christmas trains, I do have, like I said before, the original Polar Express with I like the air whistle. It's really kind of slick. It's, it's not digital sound. It's actually air blowing through a whistle. You get the classic Lionel whistle. Stuff's kind of interesting. These structures here. They're calling this new for 2025. Windmills, not really. Now this is something I have to give some serious consideration to. Is the Lionel Base 3. I'm considering this, okay? I already have the app here on my phone and it works great. It runs my legacies without the base. But you're going to get more options if you go to this Base 3. So I am giving this some serious consideration. I really wouldn't get the remote. I would do everything from, I have two iPhones, myself and my wife, and I'm using this right now without the Base 3. It does a lot. So I'm going to consider Lionel Base 3 for 2025. So I think I'm going to wrap things up here. I want to say thanks for watching, and take a look at the Lionel 2025 catalog with Train Room Gary from Detroit, Michigan.